Sunday Seascapes. We went to a glow party last night, cosmic bowling, and boy, is my arm tired. I don't know that I'll be able to paint today. I really don't. And I don't know that I'll be able to wear these glasses the entire time. So you can see the difference in our canvas right here. We have dry canvas and then wet canvas. I didn't want to take the entire time doing it.
Your glasses are reflecting in the canvas.
Are they? That's awesome. So we get a little bit of our Bob Ross liquid clear. Just put it on very lightly and then just crisscross back and forth. So we want to have a couple shout outs this morning. Thank you to Gina for buying the big 4-piece panel painting that we did. Thank you for that. We had a sale this morning to Helen in, I can't remember where.
In England.
England. And then Nicole bought a painting as well. So thank you guys for that. Thank you. We had a couple people sign up for the YouTube classes. That was amazing. All right, I can't say, this is like looking through somebody, you know, like peeking through blinds at someone. I can't do it. I can't see.
Bexley Heath is where Helen is from.
Bexley Heath. Thank you, Helen, for your purchase of a Paint with Josh shirt and coffee mug. The I Paint with Josh and Forget Things coffee mug. Fantastic. And she got it in blue, so that the interior and the handle is blue. Oh, it's great. Okay, take a paper towel. We're going to wipe off all the liquid clear we just put on.
Oh, everybody loves the glasses and you took them off.
All right, I'll put them back on. Jeez. Let me get going first. My heck. Okay, we're going to zoom in. We're going to keep it all. I mean, it doesn't even matter if I wear the glasses. They're going to be all zoomed in. Okay, get all that liquid clear off. Some of the times, some of the black from the canvas will come off as well because there's a small amount of terpenoid inside the liquid clear. But don't worry about it. Not really going to hurt anything. Let's go through the colors we have today. Phthalo green, cadmium yellow, yellow ochre, dark sienna, which is the lighter color of the browns, doesn't make any sense. Van Dyke brown, which is the darker color of the browns. Phthalo blue, lighter color of the blues. Alizarin crimson, you don't need alizarin crimson, you can use regular crimson or scarlet something, blah blah blah. It doesn't have to be the exact name.
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Midnight black, and then titanium white. We may actually need more midnight black. I'm gonna try. Actually, well, let's do it right now before we get started. Just get it done, Josh. Get it out the way. We're digging through all the piles of paint down here. All right. So if this is your first Paint with Josh video, tell us where you're watching from, and what time is it? What's your favorite sandwich? Who are you watching with? What's the name of your best friend? Your bank account info?
Joshua.
Last 4 of your social.
Joshua.
All that good stuff.
Just want to do a quick shout out on YouTube to Kai.
Kai, thank you. This is what we
Cheryl,
use, by the way.
Who are both YouTube subscribers.
Subscribers or YouTube members?
YouTube members.
Members.
I'm sorry, did I use the wrong word?
Subscriber members. Well, you can subscribe for free, and then you can pay for the channel and become a member.
That's very great. Gina is here.
Gina, thank you for buying that gigantic 4-panel painting. You are going to love it. I'm telling you right now.
And we love the fact that you purchased it. So
Definitely. Helps towards paying bills. Okay, so we have all these colors that we can put onto our canvas. All these dark colors, right? You could put black or crimson or brown or blue or phthalo green. If you put the yellow up there, it's really going to shine through. But if you put these dark colors up there, they're going to remain sort of transparent and make it look black.
Oh, Caitlin's here too. We have 3 YouTube members.
Hey, YouTube members, the Super Squad.
Super Squad. Wah, 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 wah.
Wah, 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 wah. So let's take a little bit of color and decide where we want. Do we want a green wave? Do we want a blue wave? Do we want red in the sky or green in the sky? How do you want to piece your scene together? So we haven't done one with red in the sky for a while. So I'm going to save the sky. We'll do crimson up there. And then we'll do our blue and our green down in our water down here. Keep them separate. You don't want to have the phthalo green and the alizarin crimson mix because they turn into this gray color. And it just makes your seascape kind of dull. So let's see. Should we do like a... Let's do the flat ocean back here. We'll do the flat ocean blue. All right, we'll have a lot of blue color back there so it'll shine really brightly. Is that a word? Brightly?
From Arizona.
Yvonne is watching.
We have something to show you at the end of the show.
Ooh, should we show it now?
Yeah, do it now.
Okay, let's grab it just real quick.
Yvonne, pay attention. This is amazing.
This is the big 12 by 12 inch Santorini stone that Yvonne sent. And I'd been blacking it out. I use it as my palette to put the black acrylic on and then transfer it to a canvas. But yeah, we painted a little cave waterfall scene last night. So this one's in the shop. It is a little expensive only because it's so heavy and it's going to cost me so much to get it to you. But yeah, it's available in the store. And it's still a little wet, so it's got to dry just a bit. Okay, we've got our blue right down here, big long swipe. Let's go right into the green. The phthalo green, just like that, pulling it down. Come in here, and then the eye of our wave and the transparency, all the face of the wave will be this green color. Be very cool. Stretch that out. Doesn't have to go all the way to the edge. You could stretch it, and all of a sudden we can tell we got a couple differences in here.
Differences in what, babe?
Differences in color.
Wah, wah.
Oh, London. All right, now let's go into the...
Yvonne says that is gorgeous.
Thank you. Go into the
Gorgeous.
dark sienna and the Van Dyke brown. Put them both down here underneath all of our green and blue color, right? This will be our wet sandy beach. And you can tell it stays very dark. It looks black, you know what I mean? Unless you're right up on it like me, you can't really tell what's going on back there. And all of a sudden we got a really cool seascape coming together. Let's wash this brush off so we can transfer to the crimson and go up into the sky. There we go. Nice and clean. Get yourself a 5-gallon bucket for $2 at Lowe's and like throw something in the bottom of it so where you can just beat the devil out of it. Keep it all nice and contained inside the bucket and not spray it all over the house, right? That would hurt a whole lot of my paintings if I were to just beat it like Bob and it would spray all over everything. Would not be cool.
Beat it like Bob.
Beat it like Bob.
It sounds like a Michael Jackson song.
Beat it. All right, we're gonna zoom in here. Get nice and zoomed so everybody can see everything. We gotta cover that window or something. The glare from that window is insane.
Well, I've told you to go in another room with your art, but you don't seem to.
There's windows in every room.
I don't care.
I can't move all of this stuff into a new room. That would take ages. Okay, a little bit of crimson onto the brush. We're gonna come up here. Let's say we got like a, I don't know, bit of bright crimson-y sky up here. Who knows? Maybe let's do a sunset in the sky on a black canvas. We haven't done that. Well, we have, not on film though.
Babe, can we do a shout out to a couple of people?
Shout it out.
Shout it out.
Sing it loud.
I want to say shout out to AJ and Ash.
AJ and Ash.
Going through some things right now. Luckily, AJ's back home. Shout out to Ash and their beautiful son.
Shout it out loud. A little bit of blue.
Also want to do a shout out to Carmen, who is painting along with us this morning.
Painting Carmen. Paint with Carmen. That's what we're going to change the channel to.
The youngest.
The youngest Paint with Josh member.
Yep.
2 years old. Paint
Yep.
with Carmen. There we
Yep.
go. She's going to be better than me one day, I'm telling you.
It's going to be like that baby yoga. You know, where you see that baby doing the yoga poses
Right.
and everyone tries to copy them. That's what we should do.
That'd be funny.
So, yeah, and everybody else in the agency, obviously. Linda West asks on Facebook, acrylic, question mark?
Oils, actually. We only paint in oils around here with Paint with Josh. A lot of people do paint with acrylics and follow my scenes. I don't know how they do it because I don't paint in acrylic. But a lot of times I'm giving you a cool little idea that you can go transfer to your acrylic painting. Not going to work the same because oils are way different than acrylic, but if you know how to make acrylics work like oils, then poof, you're in business. Okay, we have a lot of crimson over here, a little bit of blue around the top, a little bit of blue over here, blue line, green line, brown line down at the bottom.
We
And then we got a very cool seascape.
We have our regulars.
Okay guys, that's it for the day. We'll see you later. Have a good day. Thanks for watching Paint with Josh. No? Okay.
We have the Harris family watching.
The Harrises.
Moose is here. Moose.
The Moosey Moose.
Moose.
All right, let's take a fan brush, right? Grab our yellow ochre and our cad yellow, right? Man, bring it down here.
Roberta Harris
fill it
just
up.
sent 100 stars.
Hey, Roberta! Grab a little bit of our white just to brighten it, right?
Jonathan Evely is here. I do want to let you know that we will, as of January 1st of 2023, I haven't even discussed this with Josh, but he does what I say.
Yeah.
As of January 1st, 2023, we will only be shouting out individuals that subscribe or
That's a good idea.
Super Squad. It is something that is a Super Squad perk, and we tend to do it just because we love everybody.
Yeah, we love everybody,
We
man.
tend to do it for everybody.
But it's getting so big now. Why don't we throw our kind of orangey area over here with that yellow? It's going to mix in with the crimson. Just kind of let it grow out. Woo!
Fire!
That's pretty cool.
It's like,
You know what I want to do is really take our 2-inch and just blend it out. Like, we're going to have a light area over here, but I want to blend the sky so we get all these cool things, or it's not just a cloud, right? Let's take a little bit more of that color. It's very pretty. Very pretty. Some of these may end up turning into clouds. We could work some clouds into there, but I wanted to have a nice little bright area, at least over here. And then let's see what it looks like when we just pull it all together.
Cheryl
Like leaving
asks,
all those differences. Woo!
Cheryl asks on YouTube whether or not you think the oil paint pens are a good thing.
I've never tried them, so I really can't comment on them. That's an easy one for me. If I haven't tried it, then I really can't say. Ooh, what about down here? Right, a little far up. Now maybe we can start piping in some clouds into this guy now. Watch this guy go green. Whoop! All green in that cloud right there because we came into our blue section.
I love learning new things when people comment something about something that I have no idea. Mark Anderson says, for acrylic, I gesso the canvas, then use pouring paint instead of liquid white.
That's very cool.
Not quite the same, but it works for me. Haven't found a liquid clear replacement yet.
So I guess, well, I mean, for acrylic, I don't know how well it would work, but the linseed oil is a good replacement for the liquid clear, I hear. And you can get it at Michael's and Hobby Lobby. You don't have to order it, but use very small amount. Again, you want to put it on and then stretch it to its max and then wipe it off because you don't want to have too much. That's very cool. Whatever's happening over here is very cool.
That looks fantastic. Just leave it like that. Say goodbye to the people.
Okay, bye people. Bye.
He said
bye people. All right, let's get a little bit more. Just all we've done is gone white, right, with our yellow, and then see what happens when we put it where. I want a few more clouds back here though that are going to stand out as in front, like shoo.
Also.
Right? Leaving little areas for it to grow.
Also want to let you guys know that tomorrow is Labor Day. So if you are off work while Josh is up here, maybe doing another live show for you. He hasn't decided yet.
Probably.
I will be downstairs voicing over one of Josh's paintings for a video to be released probably a week on Wednesday. It will be a challenge video. You will listen to my voice. You have absolutely no idea what painting I am referencing, and I'm sure we could figure something out, like $100 gift card or something
for the winner of whoever gets it closest.
Yeah,
that would be cool. Would you guys be interested in that? Whoever, it's like a Paint with Josh challenge. Whoever gets it closest, just based off of what London says, right? Not even seeing the painting, just off of what London is saying. Should we put a little? Put like a sun. Well, no, we don't want the thing way down.
Without the sun.
There's something down here so we can blend out some color.
Adriana on YouTube says Gamblin Gelkai gel is great too.
That's cool. That's a good tip. Good tip. Don't want to leave this guy out over here. He looks kind of sad with nothing happening. Let's get a little bit more white back into that yellow. Just mixing it up on both sides. And then, who knows? Maybe there was a little bit.
Baldwin says, sounds cool. Roberta Harris says, sounds neat. Patty Ross says, yes. If you are interested in me voicing over one of Josh's videos, and I think what I would do is just voice it over, and it wouldn't be it's going to be difficult to figure out the visual. So, I'll figure it out. But if you are interested in having me do that and describe what Josh is supposed to be doing in the video with me voicing it over, then
just little swipes.
Please let me know in the comments, and we will get this done.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. It's not even about winning a prize or anything. Just, but I mean, we could give away.
You have to, Jonathan. You have to paint from my description. So a little like what we did on Friday night, you get comments like, now we're painting the varicose veins.
The varicose veins of the tree.
Yeah. We will. It will be up to you to paint the thing that looks the closest.
Remember, just real quick, if you like what you see, remember to tap the screen, like us, share us to your grandma, send us around the world, buy your Paint with Josh merchandise, right? You can always get that, paintwithjosh.etsy.com. That looks really cool off to the side over there.
Everything looks cool.
This looks really neat.
Everything you ever paint looks cool.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Right, I'm just telling the truth.
Just trying to bring the color over to the edge just a little, so we have a little bit, something, not just dead black, right? Very, very, very dark, but just a little teeny tiny amount of lightness back there, just so, ooh.
There's a link tree being posted on YouTube and Facebook. Over on that new link tree, you will find Josh's wish list in case you're interested in donating to the cause and sending Josh something off his wish list. There are some very cool pairs of shoes there, and
there's some wicked cool like splatter paint shoes. They look really neat.
He's been painting in his
my Pickle Rick flops.
Flip-flops for a while now. Which is kind of silly. You probably shouldn't paint in flip-flops. What if you get...
You mean these?
Yes.
Pickle Rick! They're dope. They are dope.
The Walmart special.
Walmart special. Pickle Rickskis. This guy needs a little bit more, just something in there. It just didn't look right. And then just come in and mix it up slightly. Small little things. Right?
Melanie Bell says awesome. Roberta says I'm loving this already. Karen D'Souza says very, very cool sky. Love the colors. Jonathan Evilly says challenge accepted. So it sounds like we'll be doing it. I have to bash out a presentation today for one of my agents, and then tomorrow I will get going on the voiceover.
Alright, that means I have to create a new painting for your voiceover.
No, you don't. It's one of the paintings you've already done.
Oh.
I'm just going to listen to it on mute.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to voice it over.
I got you. Alright, that looks cool. Let's leave, guys. We're done. Bye-bye. See you later. Why don't we put a cool little bit of lightning in? We haven't done lightning in a while. And for lightning, for me, I like a nice, small, teeny tiny little brush. These are Meeden Micro Liner Brush.
They are available in the Amazon store.
They are. Amazon.com/shop/paintwithjosh. Very small little tipped brushes. This is like a 4/0, so it's like a -4 script liner. Which is kind of cool. And why don't we put a little bit of, I don't know, we could throw lightning anywhere.
Yeah, right
Chuck
there.
it right there.
Yeah.
Just coming down.
Yeah.
All right, so we need a little bit of liquid white. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. And let's go in, why not into the crimson-y bit. I'll have like this kind of pinkish purplish hue to our lightning. Now when you go to mix it, you need a little bit more than you think. And then pull it out, right? Just like that. Can they see up close?
They can.
Kind of pulling it out. So we have this pinkish whitish hue. And then we twist it as it comes down, right? Twist it. And that way it becomes this nice sharp little point. And then we can come up here, make like a little dot where we want our lightning to come out of. Go back in, load our brush up again. A little bit of that white, a little bit of that pink. Just kind of twisting it, getting it onto the brush. Just like that. And then we're going to pick where we want it to come out from.
Glenn Woodington has won the Make London Laugh Out Loud comment so far in the video. He said, first time I painted, I tried beating brush on easel legs. Still have paint all over.
Oh yeah, it gets everywhere. And like, you can go buy a $1, $2 yardstick from Lowe's or whatever, Home Depot. I don't have an easel that has one of the mall sticks on it where they roll like, you know, Da Vinci did, which would be really cool. So, I use mine. You can put it anywhere. Excuse me. You can put it anywhere. As long as you don't touch, you know, underneath, then you're good.
Also,
now, come up with our...
know that Naomi just sent 200.
Hey, Naomi. Come up with our brush. We're going to touch into our little white section, and then this is when you want to have a shaky hand, right? Very light touch, though, and you'll keep it very small. Go around. Starts coming down into our water back there, right? Always go back. You can load up some more. You don't want to have to push hard with your brush. That's going to make it very big, right? You want to be so light. And anywhere there was a little bounce or a little break, you can throw off another little section.
You're making innuendo jokes over on YouTube, Bill.
Innuendo jokes. There we go. It depends on how far you bring it down, depends on how far it is away from your horizon. Now, to take the end, what I like to do is grab a little filbert brush, right? Dry filbert brush, and just try to take that and blend it away into the cloud around it. And that kind of lights up the area of the clouds where it started to come out and doesn't make it such a hard, you know, bam, little noticeable area there.
without interrupting the artist himself, if you are watching on Facebook, if you could tap that share button, there may be somebody on your timeline that is either interested in art, interested in watching art, or interested in purchasing art. It is incredibly supportive for us for you to hit that share button, as you never know who is looking at your timeline who may want to buy, watch, or support the channel. If you are watching on YouTube, there's a little share arrow. You can go ahead and do that.
Lights it up.
If you want to financially support the channel, you can send stars on Facebook, and you can send super stickers on YouTube. Again, there is no requirement for you to financially support the channel, but obviously everything does go to help the artist and his artist family.
True, it does help. Man, that looks neat. Very cool. Okay, let's take a little bit, let's clean our fan brushes off, because they're getting a little muddied up with all the colors.
We're cleaning brushes now?
Cleaning the brushes, nice and clean.
We never do that, babe.
Yeah, we try to do, some paintings I do entirely with like 4 brushes without cleaning the brushes at all throughout the whole thing. But sometimes we want to keep it nice and don't want to have too many of the colors mixed together. Sometimes you want all the colors mixed together. Sometimes you don't.
Mark Anderson says MS tremors are great for tree and lightning branches.
True.
That's awful.
I mean, it's true though. I used to say, have a little mini seizure on the way down because that's what you want.
It's awful.
I know, but that's what that gives you the best effect.
It's awful though.
It is, but it gives you the best effect.
So good news is if you have MS or epilepsy, I expect to see some beautiful lightning and
gorgeous lightning. Not too big and not too many. It starts feeling really cool, and you want to do little branches off all these little things, but it ends up not being the best if you. Watch, we're gonna add just a little bit of change in there. Just a little change. Mix it up like this. Mix it up and away, up and away. That's kind of cool. And just kind of mix it in until we like the way that. Ooh, that's perfect. Perfection. All right, now we need to start piping in where our ocean is going to live. And it almost looks like we got a little bit off back there, but I don't want the ocean to remain that high, right? We got to bring it down, so that can be some far off floaty clouds back there. Some sort of something. Very cool. We could put a moon up here too. Should we put a moon? We do a moon or a moon over here? Right there. Light up everything right there. Moon, yes or no, people?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Moon, yes, moon, no.
Poll for moon, yes, moon, no.
Why is there white on my brush?
I have absolutely no idea. It's
not supposed to be white on the brush. There we go. Soft, wispy. Pull them to the side. Far away little bits of cloud. What is going on back there? Don't want them to be too much of a straight line, though. Very soft. Very cool.
Okay, so right now the discussion of a moon is equal. We've got moon yes, moon no, moon no.
Moon yes and moon no.
Sounds like another language. Is it another language?
I mean, we could put it here in this dark area. Just a little small guy, about the size of a quarter. You know what I mean? Or up here. Kind of cool.
Unfortunately,
Let's do it up here.
We've lost the will for a moon.
No one wants a moon up here.
Nobody
it would
wants
make the eye of the wave look really cool.
Nobody wants a moon.
All right. Let's do. Fine then. Fine. Even though a moon would look really neat.
Jonathan evilly says 2 moons.
2 moons.
Moose,
I love Jonathan.
Moose says no moon. Moose has spoken.
Okay, a little bit of white, a little bit of that same yellowy color that we put back here. And let's go underneath our bright area, right? I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm going to make the horizon like this. Ridiculous.
It's alright. It's your painting. You can make it however you want.
True. We don't need a whole lot of horizon back there. So take your yardstick, hold it tight.
Caitlin, right? I just want to let you know that just because you put it in capital letters doesn't mean that it happens.
What?
She goes, moon, yes.
That's all in caps.
Yes.
Put our little bit of oceany water back in there, just straight like that. All right, come in here very lightly, adding little bits, but saving those dark areas as well, right? And then it starts to push your brush apart, and then you don't get those crisp lines anymore. So go back, get some more paint, run it through. And there's a little bit of brightness right underneath where that lightning was lighting up. All we're doing, pushing it off, leaving little bits of darkness back there. That's pretty much it, right? You can see it start coming at us already.
What would that be,
It's
babe?
gorgeous. Little differences in color.
Wah, 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 wah.
Right? Each one of these looks like a separate wave coming in. This one's coming in, right? You can even take, if you have a, so you make your own little wave line like that, and then just pull it back to the side, little tiny angle. Back to that darkness back there at the edge, right? And it'll look like cool little bits of foam. Little bits of foam and stuff, but you don't want to make it all the same color, right? If it's all starting to be the same, stop. Come back over here. Start feeding our little bit of wave back this way.
There is a pending fight happening on YouTube.
For a moon or not?
Yes, Moose and Caitlin are.
See, just like that. All this water rushing in towards us.
They're
Very cool.
contemplating taking pound rounds for.
You're gonna fight for a moon?
Yes.
There we go. Very lightly, very soft. A bit of water. Come back maybe 1 or 2 times, straight as you can be, all the way across. Just flattens it down. Spreads out any of the
In
paint.
today's civilization, you have to fight for something that's right.
Yeah. You gotta fight! Ah,
For your right
to party!
to pay with George.
To pay with John, you gotta pay. Boom, boom, oh, you're right. Alright, why don't we let's do a little wave just like this. We're gonna come back here, go up to a point, go off that way, right? Up to a point, off that way.
Moose's requirement, by the way, to fight about your moon is drinks and some lunch.
Drinks and lunch.
Yes. Which
That's
is funny because I don't know where in the country they both live, but I assume they probably live close to each other just based on what I know about Caitlin.
Possibly. Right, taking that, sliding it back. Bam. Maybe we even had another guy come in. Nah, let's just keep it like that. You gotta have this little point. You don't want to pull back too far on this guy. He's gonna be covered by the tip of our wave. But you gotta have this little point right here. Right, maybe there's another one right there. And that gives you somewhere to start pulling out again to the side. You can't just keep pulling out all the way, right? You gotta come up. Now that little peak is a part of a new wave coming in. See what I mean? Make a little smiley face. Whip! 2 little eyeballs. Again, take our bigger brush very lightly, like 3 hairs and some airs, and pull it at same angle, right? Not straight up, not 90, not 45, like 2 degrees up, just a little bit, 10 degrees. I don't want to have it too crazy.
They're actually nowhere near each other.
Oh, really?
So that's good. Moose and Caitlin, you are safe. You do not live anywhere near each other.
Oh, no fights can be had.
I know.
Stop the betting.
Caitlin, we know you don't know Moose. We know that.
It's like that, a little bit of white. There's still some blue mixed in there from messing about with our sky, but now we need to come up and put our crasher right there. All right, so let's load it up. Nice and just on the tip, though. Just the tip. See, we didn't load it all the way up to Brussels. The Brussels.
And you
the Brussels sprouts.
You have the nerve to say that we make innuendos over here.
Yeah, you guys are foul. All right, let's do a double crasher. That would be cool.
A double crasher?
Yeah, a double crasher. Why don't we come up like this? All right, pushes that other wave back. And then this guy will come over this way.
Babe, whose stupid idea was it for us to go bowling and then for me to go dance for 5 hours? Whose dumb idea was that?
I don't ask.
Okay.
The bowling was a lot of fun, though.
Bowling was fun until I thought that I had smashed my shoulder.
Right? See how we're
Those
pulling it back?
shoulders.
Feeding it back to that dark line. You don't want to touch the dark line. You want to leave the darkness in there. Just feeding it back very slightly. You don't want them to touch. Touching is bad.
Joe Jones says, if you want a moon, it's your world, as Bob would say.
True it is. See that little bit? Little extra bit of water over here, just in case we need that little bit of color. Just continue our little line over here. Right? Come back. Make it soft. Just like that. Just in case we need it. Again, leaving a little bit of dark in between that last little bit, even. See what I mean? Not covering everything. Look at this, all of a sudden start to change to that greenish color. Woohoo, doggy! Alright, now we gotta have another wave. If we're gonna have a double crasher, we're going to go back. We're going to get a couple more swipes of paint. We're going to come up here. And then this guy is going to crash over as well. See what I mean? It's going to lose its weight. I don't want to mess with that part too much. Get this part, start sliding it back. Little J's. Upside down J's and backwards. Start to slide it back so it matches, right? You have to come up high enough to push that other little peak back as well, same as we came up over here. So let's put a little brightness in there. Let's put a little yellow with it.
Shout out to Corey that purchased a hat that's currently watching on YouTube. Appreciate
Corey! There's an issue with your hat, Corey. It may take a day or two longer because of the holiday, but they had to adjust the design. They've never printed the hat from that location. They had to adjust it, and their mock-up was like a 4-year-old made it. And I was like, I can't approve this design. It looks horrible. Please go back, review this again. I've made changes to make it easier for you guys to embroider. So the UFO gets a little bit difficult to sew in when you're doing it like that. That's kind of cool. A little eye of the wave.
Okay,
Don't have too much.
So according to my opinion, which was that Corey, Moose, and Caitlin don't live anywhere near each other, they have now discovered that it's really not that far and they could probably figure it out.
There we go. Look at that as we got our double wave coming in. It's kind of cool.
So it's been decided Moose is going to go to Missouri.
A little bit more white. Very small little swipes there, and then we can get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger as we go. Bigger and bigger and bigger as we go. And the angle is the most important piece of this whole thing. You don't want it to curve too much. Maybe this guy's like just coming over. We got a double bit. It's lost its bit of integrity, and so it's just crashing everywhere. That's kind of cool.
Do not apologize if you are late. We do go live twice a week. Well, Josh does. I just sit in the back and do absolutely nothing. To give you some sort of understanding, I'm sitting here in sweatpants I'm just holding my phone, responding and reading out comments. But Josh goes live 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on a Friday night.
A little bit of splash over here.
And 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on a Sunday.
And it's a lot of fun. Come join us every week. Paint with Josh. What is he doing? Does he not have a life? What does he do? There we go. Very cool. Okay, now we need to get a little bit of dark. So let's make up our same shadow, right? Our crimson and black. I don't know why I grabbed so much black. So, black, crimson, and blue. We're going to make this cool little bit of like a purpley shadow. And we're going to use that shadow as our foamy shadowness. All right, actually, let's take a little bit of our phthalo green, put that in there as well. Because our wave is made of phthalo green, so why not?
Moose, that's a fantastic idea.
Yep.
Moose said, hey, Caitlin, let's just go to Vegas and hang out with Josh in London and Bailey.
Yes.
Which makes sense, actually, because Moose could pick up Caitlin
on the way.
They could continue driving across the country till they get to Vegas.
See, I've loaded that on an angle.
We do have some super important people coming over the next 3 months. I've got TikTok influencers coming in September 11th through the end of the month. I've got other TikTok influencers coming in the beginning of October.
A bit of splash.
I've got world-renowned tattoo artists staying at our house in September and October. And then I've got my favorite agents coming to hang out with me in November while you're in Utah.
Yeah, we got a busy week.
Busy 3 months, babe.
Well, busy 3 months. A little bit more. There we go. Just change the shape of it. Come back. A little bit of splash. I don't want to cover up all the bit of the other wave there. So, a little bit of splash. All right, now, why not? Let's grab our liquid white, come in here, same white pile we've been dealing with, right? Not all the way up to bristles, but about halfway. And that way, the harder we push, the more little things are going to happen. Then we're going to come up here. Maybe I can do it off to where you guys can see. No, that looks terrible. I got to come in and block you. Bam, 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 bam. Just start pushing in as you start to build your water. And it starts to fall down just like that. But you got to have that darkness in there for the white to start to mix into all those little grays and still leave little areas of white. It's really cool. covered the edge. There we go. Kind of neat. Alright, same thing.
Almadrain says, I missed a bunch of shows, but we finally got moved into our new place. Even have a room for a studio.
Awesome. Come up here again.
Sarah, Josh goes live 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on a Friday and 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on a Sunday. He will post today, later on Facebook. There will be a post schedule that won't change for the foreseeable future. Even when he goes to Utah for Thanksgiving, maybe I could convince him to do a paint outside in the snow.
Oh Lord, you know how cold it is up there?
You can wear a sweater. We have a paint with Josh sweater. That would be perfect.
That would be cool.
Oh, it says the brains on it. Oh well. You could be the brains for one.
I could be the brains for one day. There we go. A little bit of dark rock on the side over here. It's kind of cool. Never like it to be too straight though, so have it come out. Alright, all these little differences in there, and now our wave is crashing against something. We got all that spray behind it. It's very cool.
I'm telling you guys, there will be...
While we have that on the brush, sorry, London, just real quick, let's make another one on this side. Not as tall, though. Maybe over here. Don't want to cover up too many of our gorgeous clouds.
The end of September, I do have 2 world-renowned sisters that are going to be staying at my house, tattoo artist-wise. I am absolutely positive that I could get them to extend their stay if we could
need to
get
fix this
people
part of the wave first.
to come here and commission them on some tattoos.
Shoot.
I, however, am running out of space, but I do still have both stomach pieces remaining. Not that I have 2 stomachs, I just have 2 separate ideas for my stomach. I could see how that one would have gone badly. Now, like, no wonder she stays in the background. She has 2 stomachs.
Right? Start to pull. Start to pull it in, shape what you want your wave to look like. The more you curve it, the more curvy it's going to be. Right? That's kind of cool.
That looks amazing. Just leave it like
Let's
that.
start it back a little bit further though. A lot of times the wave looks like it's very straight up. You know, if it looks too vertical, why don't we take our foam and start it back a little bit further and give it room to be flat as it's being pulled up into the water. See what I mean? Now it's not so crazy. You can always adjust these guys just by coming in, brightening them up a little bit, changing the way it looks. Going back here. All right, we added a little bit of liquid white to this paint so we could come in and pull it down. This guy is like, watch this, crazy curved.
Again, not to sound like a broken record, but if you are watching on Facebook, please hit those emojis. Try and stay away from the angry face emoji because it does upset me. If it is miserable to you and you don't want to be here, please find a live that you enjoy. If you are watching on Facebook, please press the thumbs up button. You can also share, copy link, send it to your grandma, send it to your next door neighbor. You never know when anybody is going to be interested in purchasing art or just wanting to watch the artist himself. What happened to your red hat, babe?
Oh, I took the red hat off. I didn't like it.
Well, I like it. What happened to the glasses?
The glasses are here.
You should put the glasses on. Put
Okay.
the glasses on, babe.
Let's put the glasses on. Should we do a flash so I get an epileptic headache?
Wah, 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 wah.
All right. Yeah, we don't need to see. Now that we're into the detail part, this is when we don't need to
Okay, take
see
them
what
off.
we're doing.
Take them off. I'm concerned for you.
All right, want to light up our little foamy area just by pushing harder, but leaving little differences. Starts to feed its way up into the next oncoming crashing part of the wave. This bit's even got a little bit more foam coming down.
You guys are killing it with those emojis over on Facebook.
Yeah! Kill that emoji! What are these glasses?
No, I do not go to Utah with Josh on Thanksgiving, Roberta. We
Okay.
have 9 animals that require... No, we don't have 9 animals. We have
7 animals.
The 2 that Josh doesn't know about.
Yeah, right?
No, I
A
actually...
little bit of liquid white.
I found 2 crickets in the house last night when I got home this morning. So
Oh,
that
there we
would
go.
have been
7
9.
animals.
That would have been 9.
Oh, 9, yeah. Sorry.
I kept them. They're in the fridge. Anyway, I didn't really keep the crickets. So we have 7 animals, which means that we can't afford to board them. Is really what it comes down to. So I stay home, which isn't that bad of a deal because I get to lay on the couch and watch Law and Order SVU, which Josh absolutely hates.
Cannot stand that show.
Yeah, it's a good time, really. I might even start a new series. My dad's watching.
Hey, Dad!
Dad!
Welcome to the show, Dad. We painted a gorgeous little ocean today.
We miss you!
All right, very lightly or firmly, if you need to, swipe it in order to get it to look how you want it to look. I cannot see a thing in these glasses. Cannot see a thing. There we go. Have to be able to see in order to paint. Now we're going to come back. We're going to cut in a little bit of darkness right into there. That's the bottom of our foam as it starts to get sucked back. Don't push too hard. Just let it fall off. Kind of this gold, wet, sandy beach down here. It's really neat. Really cool. And remember, we got this big rock over here that we got to finish as well. So, nothing too nuts. Right, a little bit of darkness. All we really need to help that bit of water come to life right here. You watching? A little bit of liquid white, a little bit of that oil color that we'd had back in there. And then right over the top of that dark, so the black sits on the bottom. We'll load up our knife. Right? Just having it feed in, and that way you get this little bit of shadow underneath there.
So for anybody that does watch Law and Order, this is how it goes in our household. Babe, you know I can't fall asleep when you put this show on. Dun dun.
Dun dun.
London's asleep.
Yep, London's
And
out
then in the
instantly.
morning, in the morning, Josh says, I couldn't turn that show off because I had to find out who they found in a suitcase.
Yep, I
Because
have to
that's-
sit there and watch it, and it's not fair.
That is how Josh thinks that every single Law and Order episode is.
It is.
Is it
Person
someone's in a
found in a
Or
dumpster.
someone's in a suitcase.
Someone's in a dumpster and outside some shady hotel room. You guys know I'm right.
I mean, you're partially right, but it's not the point.
Take the knife and go backwards.
There's like a whole series of understanding who the characters are and love for the characters. Is anybody here watching House of Dragons? Because that show is fantastic. That is like the dose of Game of Thrones that I didn't even know I needed.
I know, right? It was like, it's so brutal too. And I forgot how brutal Game of Thrones was. And then this House of Dragons is like, yep, right off the bat, here's some tragedy. You're like, oh, geez, I was just starting to like that person.
Episode 1. Yep, don't get close to them. Fun fact for anyone who's watching House of Dragons, please do not have children and name them until the season is over.
Yeah, you never know who's going to
A lot of
survive.
people found characters that they enjoyed during the Game of Thrones series.
Just
They
scraping
named
it
their
in.
children, and in like season 4, that individual turned evil.
Yeah, evil or died.
Yep.
Yeah, like Joffrey.
Roberta says, I love the NCIS shows too.
Dad was a big NCIS fan. There we go. Very cool. Okay. Now we've already got our little bit. See if we can just so lightly swipe it back, then wipe the brush off. Swipe it back, then wipe the brush off. Swipe it back. Yep. Make it a little bit soft in there. Don't want to. I've got to wipe the brush off, and that way it doesn't bring new unwanted color over here where we're trying to keep it dark in the left corner down here at the bottom. There we go. Get that liquid white into those areas where you have a little bit of that dark under shadow, and make sure it stays looking wet, just like that. Woo! My goodness. Okay, let's take. We got to finish off our guy over here. That's why this is still nice and dark. I was wondering why I had that still. There we go. Bring it down, covering over some of our favorite parts of our wave, just so we can push it back just a little bit. Phantasmic. Fill it all in. Cool little things. You can add little like projections. You can do all sorts of stuff. Something where something might live up there. A little piece of this, a little piece of that. Just like pushing it in and just molding what you want your little Rocky Mountain piece to look like.
Oh my goodness. Susan Simpson is watching. I used to go to school with Susan Simpson.
Hey, Susan Simpson, thank you for watching. A little bit of that darkness come up underneath our line. Just trying to save that little bit of dark in there. And then watch us come down like this. Little tiny little things. And just a couple. You don't want to have too many little bits of darkness in there. We can't make that one less bright. There we go. And then we have to go in and finish off our wave. Little tiny little things like little lightning bolts in there. Right? Just a couple little lines of dark. All you need. Just 2, Josh. I said not 3, just 2. Now we need to get a little bit of liquid white onto that liner brush. Right, back into our like liquidy whitey section. Come up here and just start making little, make it look funky. Like just wiggle it just a little bit. Wiggle it.
Just a little bit.
Create our wave, the lip of our wave. Right, just by dragging it across, filling the knife up onto the side with our liquid white, filling it up, making our, creating our little foam and then dragging it off. Just like that.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Do, 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 do.
Okay, let's fix the mountains and then we'll be done. Time is it? 10:20? Oh, I don't even have my watch. That's sad.
The time
Okay.
is 10:45.
Man, this looks really, really cool, guys. A little double crasher coming
And
in.
if you guys spend 3 years painting 5 times a week, you can get as quick as painting these as Josh is too.
True. It has
He sent me a
taken...
painting last night, right? I can't show you guys because it's obviously top secret. But 11:15, he sends me a message that says, I'll text you when I've finished painting. 11:08, he sends me the message and he says, I'm smoking, here's the finished painting. And I was like, that means that within less than 50 minutes,
Yeah, it was like a 45-minute painting.
you went downstairs, you painted a painting, cleaned your brushes, cleaned up everything around you,
Took
went
the picture.
downstairs, took a picture,
Yep.
did all of that all in 50 minutes. It's ridiculous.
Pretty much. A little bit of our yellow back in here, and let's say we're just going to start kind of letting it fall over in different places, just letting it grab onto whatever bit of paint we put on there initially, right? We put the thick paint on there. I didn't blend it out. You can see all the little fan brush marks that are still in there, right? So there's almost like it's like a little pad. It's like taking something, you have a little piece of toilet paper and then wiping something on it. Some of the stuff is going to get stuck to the toilet paper. Some of it's not, right? It's not going to come all the way off because you're not going to smush it on there. You're not trying to clean up. I'm not trying to clean the knife. I'm just trying to deposit a few little things.
Sarah Taft on Facebook says, how did you come out with this idea? I have great ideas, I think, but I can't paint them, or I see a good picture and try it and it comes out horribly.
So this one, I'm just making it up as we go. That's how I paint around here. Everything you see on the wall, minus a couple things that we've painted from a photo or something like that. Everything comes from my head, and there we go.
Babe, those glasses need to go in the trash. We are the most insensitive people in the world.
Why?
Because we didn't think how it was going to come through the video.
What does
And
it
so
look
for
like?
anybody with any form of seizure disorder,
Oh, but they weren't flashing.
it's not the point.
They were
awful.
dead solid.
It's not the point. No more glasses.
No more glasses. That looks really cool. How it's really just kind of trying to fall. So why don't we just dab in a couple, right? Just to make it a little thicker.
The
Oh, yeah.
glasses have been aborted.
Just dab in a little bit of liquid white, just from the corner, right? Dabbing it in as we go, making it all one little line. And it'll look like all the water is about to come down. Like our splash. Very cool. But yeah, we make everything up out of our head, and then
Stop saying our. That's
Oh,
not
my
in
head.
my head. If I dreamt like that, I'd never be awake.
in my head.
Yeah, if scenes like this lived in my head, I'd never be awake. Simple.
We
Could
can
you-
start to change the angles and
Could
do
you
all
just
sorts
very
of stuff.
quickly give a brief description on how you prepared the canvas?
Yeah, it's going to be in the beginning of the video when it starts over again. But initially, we took the dry canvas, we put Bob Ross liquid clear on it, right? I don't know which camera is asking, but Bob Ross liquid clear. And then we took a paper towel, scrubbed it all off. Then we took our colors where we wanted. So crimson over here, blue, crimson, brown. And then we started to paint with white paint and watched all these little things come together. Like the more you jiggle this around, the more cool little things it will be. It's not just going to be straight swipes like, somebody who was really good who I saw today, and I was like, oh, that's, you could have done better on that. But I'm sure they'd all look at me and say the same thing, right? You could have done a bit better. And sometimes we can, and sometimes we can't. That's the best we can do. But here we go. I'm going to come over here very lightly. Look, we're just going to I'm not taking the knife off. I'm moving it up and around and down and over. And all of a sudden you get to all these cool little things. Don't just have it all in one direction. That's not going to work. That's not how rocks are, right? Get all, maybe it swipes this way or it swipes this way. It's just a a mess of jumbled up stuff, all sat upon each other.
One Direction is a great suggestion for someone who loves Harry Styles.
Come up here, maybe we'll come down. And remember, we want to keep the back of the guy dark. That's why we left the back of this side dark over here. We've got to keep the back of this side dark as well. And if you ever come in with too much paint and it gets way too bright, I'll show you how to fix it. I'll show you how to fix it. Just going over and over and over again, creating a dark side and a light side. But I don't like it to be so super straight. So why don't we come up here?
It's about that time.
In a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimento, little Barbarossi's. I can't remember the words that we came up with. I can't remember my own lyrics. There we go. I'm gonna leave a nice little dark hole down here for me to sign it in. Same thing down here. It's dark. Your mind makes up what the rest of the rock looks like that you can't see. Right? Now say we're like, oh, it's a little bit too bright. Why don't we take that same colors that we created it out of, the brown and the black and everything else, maybe we'll come in and in different places we'll just drop different colors. And oh, look, just like that. All of a sudden it's gonna start to change. Gonna start to change on us, and you can go in and add like deep grooves into places where you wanted it to be super dark. Right? It's never all the same. And you have all this thick paint that does not want to come off your knife, right? You got to kind of force it in there, get it to drag off in certain places, change what it looks like. Go back to the highlight color. Maybe there's a little bit that got lit up somewhere, anywhere. You know what I mean? Cool little things. It's too bright, scrape it up, and that looks even look cool like that. Come back in, because we just scraped it, we've mixed it all together, and it's created a different color. Very neat, very cool little things. Let's put a little sticky tree up here, and then we'll call it done. A little sticky tree. What time is it now?
Oh my goodness, Joe Greenwood just sent 200
200 stars from Joe Greenwood. Hey, we appreciate that so much.
Roberta Harris just sent another 120
Hey,
stars.
Berta. Let's come up here. On we go. We're going to push in hard and then start to pull our brush away, letting it get thinner and thinner and thinner, and then we'll get this little tree trunk.
If you are interested in financially supporting the channel, you can do so on Facebook with stars, and you can also do it on YouTube with super stickers. Again, there is no requirement to do either, but some people enjoy supporting the channel that way, and they are both options available to you. If you don't want to financially support with stickers, you can do a ton of free things to help support the channel. Share, like, comment, especially when the video's over and posted. You can also email it to your grandma, print it on a piece of paper, send it next door. I don't recommend littering, but if you were to do that, then you could type Paint with Josh 1,000 times on a piece of paper, cut it into tiny little things, and just stick it on people as you buy.
That would be cool.
If you wish to support the cause of Josh and his painting supplies, you can visit the link tree that's just been posted in the Facebook and the YouTube group. It does include Josh's wish list, just in case you feel like you want to buy Josh some more palette knives.
Yeah, we always need brushes. I always need paint. So if you guys can support us that way and help us grow, and then when I use your paints, I'll be like, oh, Jonathan Everly sent in these paints for us to try today, and that's what we're going to be painting with. You know what I mean? Something cool like that. Get you a little mention on the show. Very cool. Damn, I like that tree. I like that little tree. I like that tree too. A couple little teeny tiny branches off of him though. Just a fewsies.
Don't make them any bigger, babe.
No, they can be any bigger. Little teeny guys. Boom, just like that. Very cool. Okay, that's why I put that initial light color back there, so we could have some sort of color to bounce our little tree guy off of. Now, why don't we take a little bit of liquid white, a little bit of that kind of mountainy, brownish, yellowy tree color, and just see if we can't give him a few little highlights, maybe down in the thicker spots where the trunk is, so we have more room to push the paint, you know what I mean? We don't have to kind of try to get it out to all the edges of all the stuff. There we go. And the more you go over it, the more it's going to change, right? Always going to change. When you come up here, down from this side. You just don't want to push too hard and drop too much of that light color. That's a no-no. Maybe up on
Suzanne Lowe is here watching.
Suzanne, thank you for tuning in. Little things, little bits of light area. Again, we don't want to touch too much or push Too hard.
Roberta Harris has the greatest suggestion. Print Josh's link, make 1,000 copies, then go through a parking lot and play everyone's windshield wipers.
That would be cool.
That is a fantastic idea, Roberta. We appreciate your support.
Just going over it. If you don't like that area, you can always go back to our darker color. Go back and feed in that dark and like shave our little bit of light just
like,
to where we want it.
It's like baby poo brown, Caitlin.
It's like yellowish brown. It's yellow ochre, dark sienna, and Van Dyke brown just mixed in together. Let's make a little bit on this guy, just so lightly, just like lightning. We're trying to make the smallest little thing, just like trying to paint lightning. Over here. Almost forgot where my little branch went. I can't even see it. It's so dark over there. Another little one over here, just on the top, just like lightning, right? Don't want to cover everything. Don't want them to be so bright.
Marilyn, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it.
She gonna leave?
Try not to lose your mind at Walmart. She has to go to Walmart.
It is easy to do. Bam, just like that. You can take the smallest little bit if we can and throw just a couple little swipes. Maybe there's a bit of grass or some little bit of a tree growing on them. That's very cool. I like that. All right, let's add the family, and we do that by putting a little bit of mineral spirits in with our dark color, and actually we may need to brighten it up. Let's bring it into our lighter color. We'll make some gray birds. It'll be like gray albatrosses, babe.
Okay.
And you're like, what do you mean birds, family? I don't understand. This is the first time I've ever watched you paint. What are you talking about, birds? We paint in, as part of the signature, 3 birds into every painting that we do. These birds are flying away from this lightning storm over here. And they represent myself, right there, the biggest, ugliest one. My wife, the gorgeous one. And my little daughter. And they fly through every one of our scenes as part. So if you've seen these 3 birds in this orientation, that is Paint with Josh. PWJ. That's my orientation, okay? If anyone else steals that, coming after you with legal tender. I don't know. I couldn't think of the right word.
It's not even, it wasn't even an appropriate
I know.
sentence.
I couldn't think of the word. With legalities of tenderness. I will be coming for you.
With cuddles.
With cuddles.
That's what he's going to come off.
I'm going to come cuddle you. Okay, a little bit of liquid white. We'll come down here and put our signature in. Why am I holding the mall stick? I don't even need this. I don't even need it. Can you zoom out, hon?
Yeah, of course I can zoom out. Hold on, I got to get my broken body up out the chair. Oh, bowling and dancing then.
I might just have to leave you up here. Might have to leave you up here for the whole day.
I am not the young spring chick that I used to be.
Very cool little double wave seascape. What are we going to call this one?
Wee San Lou is watching from the UK. They
Hey!
ask, can I use safflower?
Safflower.
Oil or linquin as a substitute for liquid clear over a black canvas?
I believe so. It's the same as what's that? Linseed oil, liquid. Just a very clear. You want it to stay wet for a long time. You don't want to put it on and have it dry in 5 minutes. That's not the right paint.
So don't use moisturizer.
Yeah, you want it to. If you're going to put on the clear, you want the clear to stay wet for at least a day. So find a product that does that. What happened right here? What's this disconnect of this water? Doesn't look right. Bam, a couple more little dabs. Poof, just like that. Okay, what were we doing? Did you zoom out?
Yeah, zoomed out.
Hi everyone, nice to see you again. We'd like to zoom in for the camera so you guys get to see. So this painting will be available in my Etsy store if you're interested in buying it. That's why we always say you got to share for us, because you never know, someone might see it on your page and go, man, I need to have that. Like, where do I get this? And yeah, it's cool. Let's put a little bit more shell. We got to connect these little bits of wave in here. And I just washed off the brush with all the color on it that I needed. There we go. There we go. That's better. Coming in even above the line. There, perfect, perfection. See how the littlest things can just change it the smallest little bit. What was I saying now? I've totally lost track. Lost track of what I was saying. So again, this painting will be available in the Etsy store. You can get it. I have prints, not of this one yet. Once the original sells, unless I might make a print of this. I really love it. A lot of times we wait for the original to sell before we make the prints. But you know, I might throw some prints in there. The original is probably going to be with our 50% off price right now. Probably what, $250? Yeah. So, you know, I'll list it for $500. The 50% off will go to $250. But I have, you know, if we make prints, the prints are $49 to $91, and they range. This is the $91 size, and then it goes down to $49, and they go anywhere in the world. So if you're in the UK or Australia or France or Austria, where else have we had people watching from? Canada, everywhere, right? Anywhere international to the US. The prints go straight to you. They're awesome, and they're actually better quality than the canvases that we paint on. I'm sad to say, but they are. It's got a lot of color in it. I really want to get, there we go. Not trying to overdo it. Poof, just like that. But yeah, go to Etsy, paintwithjosh.etsy.com.
The link tree has been posted in both the YouTube. I will post again for anyone interested in seeing it.
And when you see the thing that says linktree.com, you know, that'll take you to the site where all of my websites can be found. So if you don't know what a link tree is, click on that link and then you'll see, you know, shop my store, watch my videos on YouTube, go to my Facebook page, go to this thing, go to my Amazon shop. Yeah, go check out my Amazon wish list. All that stuff can be found in that link tree link. I never knew what it was before either. All these new things, they just confound me. But yeah, Linktree has all of my links together, all in like one little place. Call it a tree, sort of, I guess. It's a happy little Linktree. Oh my goodness.
Sorry, babe, I'm only wearing all white while you flip blue paint at me.
It's dry.
I know,
It's dry.
but it's funny.
This one's dry too. Okay, let's clean off the palette. So we've mentioned all the sites. We said thank you to everybody who bought something this week. We love you. It really goes towards, you know, making sure we've got everything we need. Not just canvases, like stuff to live on, you know, food, paying bills, the internet to stay on so we can keep making videos, to pay for the freaking phones so we can shoot video for you guys. You know what I mean? It all helps. So if you want to if you want to support the wish list, that'll save me from having to spend money on supplies, right? If you want to get something very cool from the store, that'll help us go towards paying stuff for bills and food, and maybe we'll be able to go eat sushi or go out one night, especially after Gina's purchase this weekend. We're gonna have to go out tonight, babe. And have a date night, maybe.
Okay.
At least we'll say that for the fans.
Do we have anybody here that wants to babysit?
We can take Bailey.
We could take Bailey.
We can take Bailey. It'll be a family event. All right, I'm gonna eventually probably paint something else.
Do you mean like sushi?
No, we went to sushi last time. That really messes my stomach up when we do that.
Okay, well, could I just go to sushi and I'll eat alone?
And Bailey and I'll get something else?
No, I'll take Bailey.
I'll get something else.
Yeah, you eat something else.
Okay, I'll figure out. I'll have like a bowl of cereal or something.
That sounds wonderful.
That's what husbands do when wives leave and we don't know what to make. We're like, just bowl of cereal, whatever.
If we leave it long enough and you
it's
haven't
easy.
had dinner plans, you will eat a bowl of cereal.
Right? Or I can make waffles for myself.
That's true.
A wicked waffle maker.
You guys have been absolutely amazing. We thank you
What time is it in
for
there?
tuning in.
I don't even know the time.
The time is...
Oh my beard, is that the time?
In accordance to 411 in England, the time is 11:03 a.m.
Oh, not too bad. Did an hour.
Greenwich Mean Time
Did
would
an hour.
be 7:03 p.m.
All right. Well, again, shop the store, guys, because if you don't shop the store, then I can't afford to buy new supplies like this brush that got ruined right into the garbage. I can't afford to get new stuff and keep bringing you guys new videos. So you got to support me, paintwithjosh.etsy.com. You can get all of this stuff that I use through amazon.com/shop/paintwithjosh, or go to my amazon.com wish list. You can go to paintwithjosh.com. You can find all of these links in one place. London posted it for us in the Linktree link in the comments. And yeah, it's fantastic. I can't wait to see what we do next week.
And while Josh so rudely interrupts me, I will tell you once again, we do appreciate every time. Yes, you were more concerned about the time.
Oh,
I
sorry.
do want to let you guys know that we are eternally grateful that you guys show up. I don't know what eternally grateful is. Eternally.
Internally and eternally forever.
Babe, it's like this.
I can't do that. My wrist.
Look,
I have like a deformed heart.
So I do want to let you guys
I
know
have a condition.
that the fact that you guys come in and help us and support us is just amazing.
You should come on film it.
No, I should not. No, I should not.
Holy cow!
Yeah, that's
Woo!
why.
Did you catch my face? What does my face look like? I gotta see it.
That's why you don't need the stupid screen.
Oh, see, that was legit.
Stupid stage.
That was legit reaction. I
Yeah.
almost fell into the paint thinner cups, and they would have gone onto my desolate oasis. Did you guys know London named this?
I did.
She named it Desolate Oasis.
And you paid attention to me for the
Yeah.
first time ever?
Yeah, and I actually used your name.
This is what
I
happens,
thought it was cool.
Josh.
Well, you know, I asked
Josh.
London sometimes.
Josh, I'm gonna have to get you some freaking Adderall.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks. The link tree in the comments if you click.
Hey, she spanked me.
If you click on the link tree, it will take you to all the other links that Josh has. Yeah, you drink your Red Bull. Be quiet over there.
Oh, this one's warm now. I gotta swap it out.
Oh, boo. The Red Bull fairies came and delivered them to the fridge last night.
It's true. London was out dancing and brought me back Red Bulls.
If you click on the link tree, you shut up.
I'm not talking.
You are to
Sorry, I'm done speaking. Love you guys. London's gonna talk to you for the rest of the show. Love you. Bye.
If you click on the link tree, it will take you to all of the links that Josh has. You can click on each one individually, whether it be his store, whether it be the Amazon affiliate store. Josh does make a couple of pennies off the affiliate store. It's very tiny amounts, so if you could buy a yacht or a house or a car
Then I
or
would
one of
see a
those
difference.
tiny homes. You can also go to the Etsy store if you want to purchase any of Josh's oil paintings. His Shopify store is also there too if you want to buy anything from the Shopify site. That's fine. You can get permission to use the tape gun.
There we go. All right. Just getting set up for next time.
And then at the very top of the link tree, you also have Josh's Amazon wish list if you wish to buy palette knives, brushes. They'll come straight to our house. And you don't need to reveal your identity, nothing along those lines. It'll come from
That's
Amazon.
way cool. That would be so neat.
So, and we've had it happen before. We have had viewers send me money, Venmo me, or PayPal me money so that we can buy things for Josh together.
Wasn't that
Allison
Yeah,
Phipp did
Allison
that.
Phipp sent us I broke my palette knife, and she got together with London and said we need to get Josh another palette knife, and they sent me a palette knife. It was super
Yeah,
nice.
so now you can do that of your own accord through the Amazon wish list. If
It's gonna
there's
be so cool.
if there's something that you want to buy Josh and it's not currently in his wish list, send me a message on Facebook.
It works.
I'm
It's a
London
secret.
Penley. You can find me. I'm tagged in all the stuff that Josh does. I'm sure if you scroll down just a teeny tiny bit, you'll find my profile. If not, you can find me through commenting on the video, the live video itself. We are just remarkably over the moon at how many people tune in every week, and it still blows us away.
Oh, it's crazy.
See if he's not talking, he's playing with the painting again.
Well, I saw a piece that needed fixing.
Well, thank goodness you didn't decide.
Now I
to
got my
leave it
new
in the
paper
tree.
towels all dirty.
Look, it's not my fault. You're the one that couldn't leave it alone. So thank you very much, guys, and we do really appreciate it every week that you guys tune in, whether it be Friday,
Serious.
whether it be Sunday. So just want to say thank you.
Seriously.
We are over 50% of our stars goal on Facebook now for a brand new iPad. So I do just want to say thank you for that as well. And yeah, there will be no painting of Josh and London side by side for everyone who keeps asking that in the comments.
Oh, that would be so cool.
London can't paint to save her life. I
London
can
could
dance my ass
paint.
off, but I cannot paint.
London
That is something I
paint.
cannot do. What are you doing now?
I just had to add a couple little details in here. It got a little less white, right?
Okay.
Hole.
You wanna
See?
you wanna
Little
say goodbye?
things. Okay, let's say goodbye. All right, everybody. London has told you what to do. Go to the link tree. Support us. You obviously love watching us. You watch every single minute. And we appreciate you so much. So support us via the wish list, the Amazon shop, the Paint with Josh Etsy shop, the paintwithjosh.com shop, all the shops. Just support us. And until we see you guys again next time, we do a live show on Friday. We do a taped show on
I'm
Wednesday.
sorry, I just wanted to interrupt you real
Yeah.
quick. Towards the middle of September, there will be a special guest in the studio.
Special guest.
We have
coming
a
up.
TikTok influencer coming in to paint with Josh.
Oh,
and
no.
They're gonna paint side by side.
Man, we're gonna have to get a bigger stage.
And shit. No, you don't need a stage. That stage can go in the trash.
No, it's that
So
stage
make
can go in
sure
the
that
trash.
you tune in for that.
This one's good.
Details will be released later on, closer to the time. It'll be sometime after next weekend. And yeah, it might even be outside. I don't know what we're doing yet.
Might even be outside.
We'll figure it out. And it should be absolutely amazing.
It's gonna be awesome.
Okay, babe, carry on.
Okay, so.
I just want to keep interrupting you.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. I lose my train of thought and then I can't remember, so that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so London already said support us on all the stores. Visit it's in the comments. And we do live shows on Friday, live shows on Sunday. We do tape shows on Wednesdays. So, you know, until we see you again, either 5 seconds from now when you rewatch this video on Friday, Sunday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and whatever other day, the 5th of February. Until we see you again next time, you guys take care. Have the rest of a good day. And pow! And give a little, it was like a robot. Boom!
Get him out of here, babe.
They're gone. Get them out of here. Get them gone. Look at the seascape. Who's going to be